Okay, so y'all gonna get the car Janelle today with my baby in the background. And us driving back home so that she can go use the bathroom. And I can get started on dinner because my child is at volleyball. My oldest is at volleyball. Her volleyball does not end until 10. And generally, we don't get in the house until like 10:45, 11 o'clock. So I really don't want to be up super late cooking because I got some stuff to work on. But let's go ahead and get into it, right? Today is self-care day. Or at least that's what we about to be talking about. And the reason I bought my baby some ice cream home. So ice cream little cone, had them, put in a little cup or whatever for her. But when I brought it in the house, she was in the shower or whatever. And so I go in there. So I wanted a hug. You feel me? After she got out of the shower, it's been a good few minutes after she got out of the shower. So I'm thinking, she got clothes on or whatever. Like, I want a hug. She is eating her ice cream cone, butterball ass. You feel me? Butterball ass. And so I told her, we just laugh. I looked at her. We just laughing. But I said, you know what? I aspire for this level of chill. Because do you know how cool, calm, and collected you got to be to get out the shower and just be crunching on a damn ice cream cone? Just crunching, just in there, minding your business, living your best damn life, ass out, eating ice cream. I said, baby, you got it solved. And no, seriously, because I realized how much we care about certain shit that we really don't pour into self-care. Like, oftentimes our self-care routines are rooted in the positioning of how other people will accept us, or blah, 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 this, that, and the third. For example, there are certain timelines that I quite literally do not give a shit about other people. Yes, baby. I see, but we're not stopping to get no ice, right? Because you got a body. And so, like, people talking about No Shave November and everything. There was like a whole TikTok thing. It's like, I don't want to live with a man because I don't want to have to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Because a lot of the things that women do, or that people do in general, but I'm talking about me as a woman, is done for the proximity or the acceptance or ease of acceptance by the people that they want to check for them. And then sometimes certain things, it's not really self-care. It's like just general maintenance, but you're not doing it in a way of self-care. Like, it's not easing tension for you. It's not easing your stress or anything of that capacity. And the reason that I say that is because there are quite a bit of things that I was doing, and I was like, that's not really self-care. Like, I'm stressed in a motherfucker. Stressed, do you feel me? And you really have to prioritize self-care. I be up late as shit. You feel me? Like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and soak my feet, do my, soak my little toes or whatever. Cause I be stressed. So I do my little, just a little spiritual bath. I try to do that. I try to do it every night, but if I'm tired, baby, it ain't happening. I'm at the point now that I will reschedule anything. If it's something that is not a necessity for me to be at, baby, it's gonna be rescheduled if I'm tired. I'm not holding you. Because the reason being, I spent so many times prioritizing things that were actively irrelevant, being exhausted at things, ripping and running. Like, that shit does a number on your body. And you gotta sit and you gotta be like, is this important? Mommy. That is self-care. Mommy. Another form of self-care, if I don't feel like dealing with somebody, if I don't feel like dealing with nobody, I will put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Mommy. We don't need to talk. Mommy. Yes, baby. Mommy. Yes, baby. What is it that you need? No, we already had ice cream today. We're not having ice cream again. No, thank you. So yeah, like, we get so, and you feel me, older generations understand what it's like to be able to disconnect to have levels of freedom to yourself, to not be accessible, to not have the concept that I got to answer this phone. I don't got to do shit to stay where I can die, baby. I don't got to do nothing to stay where I can die. Like, people think, oh, if you got your phone in your hand, you should be able to respond to me immediately. No, I will respond when my mental capacities allow me to respond, because sometimes I'm not in the mental space. I won't say I'm easily overwhelmed, but sometimes life be lifing. And I need you to understand that. I need you to get it. I need you to get life be lifing. And at this point, I'm learning to take back my time, and I implore other people to do that. Take back your time. Take back your energy. You feel me? And don't feel bad about taking back your time nor your energy. Like, you know, a lot of people in their premise say, well, you know, life is too short and this, that, and the third. But if you know that you moving with good intent, you know this, that, and the third, and you know, hey, you feel me? Life is, you will feel like that regardless, baby. Regardless of what happens. You got to come to terms with, you feel me? Sometimes you just can't be everything for everybody. You can't do it. And be everything for yourself. That's how you get into the spaces of pouring from an empty cup. Realistically, you're supposed to be in abundance. Regardless of what that looks like. Whether it's energy, wealth, time, whatever. You feel me? And then your abundance pours into other people. Because when they say you cannot pour from an empty cup, you cannot pour from an empty cup. You can't pour from a half full cup. None of that. Because you are taking viable resources that you need to function from yourself. From yourself. So yeah, get stingy with your time. It is okay to say no. It is okay to reschedule. Hey, I'm not going to be able to make it. Hey, you know what? To really take in how you feel about certain things. Absolutely. It's okay to premise, hey, I might not respond. To hit people with, you know what, I'm in the season of, I might not respond immediately to your message, and I need you to be okay with that, because sometimes I'm not in the mental space to be able to deal with that. Could you imagine, right? You're walking in the door and you get a phone call. You're walking in the door, you got dogs, you got kids, you trying to get in the house, you probably might got to use the bathroom, you putting stuff away, and someone calls you and you don't answer the phone the first time and they call you back to back. Do you understand the level of anxiety? I will block you. That is a block. That is a 6-6 and a kick, baby. Do not play with me. Because people think, and understand there are emergencies and things of that nature, but I can't be your emergency. I can't be your go-to for emergencies all the time. I cannot be your go-to for emergencies all the time. That's a lot on a person. Especially. You feel me? And I'm not saying, you feel me, like, oh, I can't be there for you. But sometimes I cannot be there for you all the time. Sometimes there are situations where you are going to have to figure it out without that individual. You might have to look at other individuals. You might have to look at other resources. Because we request and we want and we desire so much from people that we lose sight that they are people, that they have their own lives, that they have their own challenges, they have their own, you feel me, they have their own thoughts, feelings, and opinions, concerns, this, that, and the third. We lose sight of that. And so, and I don't say this like, sometimes people be like, oh, well, you don't know what it's like, you know, I have lost, you feel me, I quite literally. My first friend in this, like my older brother, my only brother for real, because he the only one from my parents, you know, that I know. And while I had quite a bit of in-laws and a stepbrother, he is the only one that I started life with. And yeah, I had to sit front row in his funeral. So when I tell you, yes, I absolutely know what it's like to lose somebody. That the world doesn't look the same anymore because that individual is not in it. granted. And mind you, we didn't have a whole bunch of interactions and things of that nature to the degree that I would have liked. We missed plenty of years, time and things of that nature, just existing in our own space. It doesn't negate I love that man dearly. Doesn't negate I know he loved me dearly. Doesn't negate if we could have had more time together, we would have had more time together. Doesn't negate he's still not here, baby. It's not gonna change. All the wishing and I wish I could have, none of that. All that, nah, it's not gonna change, baby. It's not gonna change. Okay? Sometimes you gotta give yourself some grace. People be sitting there like, oh, thinking about, oh, if I'd have did this, or maybe you don't know what life had in store. That's not for you to sit down and think about. If it was their time, it was their time. Their time was going to be there regardless. Regardless of what you did, what you didn't do, this, that, and the third. That's why I say, you feel me, tell people you love them in advance. My sibling knew I loved that man dearly. I'm the type of person, I will tell you I love you. I give my feelings up front. I don't hold my feelings back from anybody. How I feel is how I feel. I'm going to tell you about it. A lot of people play the games of, well, I'm scared of getting hurt. That's a part of life. You feel me? It's a part of life. It's a part of life. And life is so finicky and so short that, yeah, I'd rather you clown me. Oh, she wear her heart on her sleeve. Absolutely. Because, baby, I don't want you to ever think. I don't want you to ever question how I feel about you. I don't want you to ever, think in this world that you don't have somebody out there that truly loves, cares, and adores you. No, absolutely not. I want you to understand I love you deeply. I care about you immensely. Even in saying that, I love me as well, too. And self-care, baby, I prioritize that. I can love the fuck out of you, and I will prioritize my self-care. Because, yeah, you will lose yourself trying to be everything for everybody all the time. You will lose yourself. And you will lose yourself so concretely. And then when you need the community in that way, when you need the village, they're not there because they're prioritizing themselves. So I need you to get comfortable with being selfish and not, oh, well, don't ever be guilt tripped. When people guilt trip you into not being available for them, baby, you need to rethink that relationship. You need to rethink that relationship. And not saying that they're a bad person, but they got to do some work. Help you with what, baby? Okay. We almost there, so you go potty. So, you got to have a real conversation with somebody if they switch up with you when you start saying no. Then you got to look at it like, why? You got to look at it like, okay, what's this about? Oh, yes, it's right there. You see the time? Good job. So you really have to have that conversation. Because and sometimes that conversation looks like, hey, I love you dearly, but I need you to understand, in my life, you cannot be more of a priority in my life than I am to myself. That's just not how life goes. And if that makes you upset, if that makes you uncomfortable, then I have to think about the proximity that you have to me, because that's manipulative. Like, that's a little bit much, That's a little bit much. I don't want to pass this person. They driving slow and like, it's weird the way the lane goes. But anyway. So yeah. This person is driving so weird. Anyway. Yeah. You gotta have level setting conversations with people sometimes. Like, yeah, nah, baby, that's not what we about to do. And don't get me wrong, you have some amazing people out there. You have some amazing people that show up, that show out for you, and this, that, and the third, and definitely keep those individuals. But even with them, people who love you, who respect you, who value you, they're not going to make you feel uncomfortable about establishing boundaries that you need for yourself. They're not. It's just not going to happen. They're going to respect it. They're going to applaud you, especially if they're nice, healthy boundaries. They're going to applaud you because it lets them know that you value not only yourself, but the relationship to establish, hey, this is, what I need from me right now. And this is where we're at. And this is kind of how I want to move forward, because these are the things that I want to do to, make certain that I'm providing myself a level of self-care. You got to do it. The real ones, they're going to be right there with you. Like, absolutely. I love it. You know what? That sounds good. I need to do that in my life. Or I've been waiting for you to do that, girl. I see how people, this, that, and the third, use your time, use you, and how they treat you. And when you need them, they're not there. You feel me? Like, I need y'all to get it. I need y'all to get it. So, but yeah. Yes, baby. Yes. So, you ready? So on today, that's our goal. It's quite literally self-care. And be aggressive with your self-care, baby, because you the only person that got to live with you. I keep saying this. You are the only person that has to live with you. You are the only person that has to live with your walk of life, the pressures, the hardships, the rewards, the consequences, everything in that capacity. You are the only one. You're the only person that has to look at you in the mirror. You're the only person that has to go to sleep with you, that has to live with your mind, that has to live with your body, that has to live with your soul. The only one. So absolutely, you got to prioritize it, because happiness is a choice. Happiness is intentionality. Happiness is something that you build internally, but it's something that you choose. It just don't happen. You choose it, and it's based in how you care for yourself. So, you ready? I know. Let's go. But all right, y'all. I'll holler at y'all later.